Oh my god, it's a normal guy and he plays games. So, Blackstone Fortress. I'm not exactly done with it yet, but I'm getting close. Most of what I have left are heroes. So I figured I'd just finish off with these Spindle Drones. The first thing I'm doing here, obviously, is dry brushing. Now, this fancy technique is called slap chop. And what I'm doing is I am just doing a kind of a lightish gray. It's like a mid-gray for my first, because I want them to be kind of bright. And I'll show you why here in a minute. Once I'm done with that gray, now keep in mind this is all Monument Hobbies, so except for the Apothecary White, which I'm applying now. The paints go on really well, and as you can see, this is what it looks like just after 2 dry brushes and Apothecary White. This is what I was going for. You can see some highlights on the tops, and you can see a little bit of like the darker gray shadows on the bottom. Next thing, of course, is to do his little eyeball. Easy enough. That was Volupus Pink. That is, the contrast paints are pretty much the only non-Monument Hobbies paints I use nowadays for the most part. I'm also using that Volupus Pink as a dry brush to dry brush around the eye so it looks like there's a bit of a glow. Now moving on to the legs, there are these little, I don't know, LEDs or whatnot. There's little lights on the legs there, and I decided to go with a contrast here. So instead of just making them all red, I decided to use Eldari Emerald as a green offset. Kind of add a splash of color on there. Now for my Blackstone Fortress stuff, it's not great, it's not pretty, but I use a pink, magenta, and then a lighter color, which is I guess it's, I don't remember, it's some kind of flesh pink, I think, but it's all Monument Hobbies. The blue, I do the same. It's a light blue with a sky blue on top of it. So, and all I'm doing is just adding a couple of lines here and there to make it look like they're in some sort of technological fortress type deal. So it's pretty much a blue color with a light color on top, and then I add a little bit of basing to make it look rubbly. Rubbly, is that even a word? And then I go on top of these lines with a gloss varnish. Now the great thing about this is this works for the big drones too. So I'm going to use the same, the same scheme for the big guys that I use for the little guys. And as you can see here, this is me just adding that first layer on there. And these guys, I did go a little bit brighter, and the reason why is because they're so big, and because they're so big, I figured I'd make them a little brighter, a little more vibrant. Why not? But I used this. It's basically the same formula. I use the darker kind of a blue white, and then a white, and then on top of that, I throw that Apothecary White contrast paint, and all that does is just kind of color the recesses, and pull everything together. And honestly, I mean, this is a quick and simple paint job. It's really, really easy to accomplish. It doesn't take much at all, and then you just add a little bit of that, that Eldari Emerald on top of those dots there, and you're good to go. I mean, that's it. That's what she looks like. It's a really quick and dirty scheme this time, but hopefully you find it, useful. Anyway, thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video.